anniversary, of course. 3 years, and you still can't get it right, can you?
What's good, everybody? It's Pete Camarillo here.
Kenneth Frank James Barry. I still don't feel like my mic is on.
And we got a guest in the house with us.
Hey, it's Ryan Mancini popping back in to see you guys.
Yeah, man, Ryan was good. Our favorite white boy to have on the show, a.k.a. our political expert, our Santa Clarita Valley correspondent.
He's our Santa Clarita boy. He's our white boy.
But yeah, man, touchdowns and tangents. It's officially our 3-year anniversary.
Oh my god! First off, I don't like the way you hit that.
No. Hold up.
That was tight.
Before all that, it was just that. Literally, that was our intro.
And then we had better ones, but then it was okay, all right.
Gunshot, all right.
But yeah, 3 years.
And then
we had the booze, which I don't have, but whatever, man.
It's the one below that. It's childish laughter. It's the one below that. Yeah, but like that's when we were in.
Yeah, these are honestly the original sounds that we had.
This is like when we were in your old apartment in
just
Northridge.
Going off a phone.
Yeah, in a hot ass room because you would turn the fan off, like close your blinds and close the window, turn off all the central air and lock the door, knowing you didn't clean your room that day and it was musty as fuck.
But yeah, now we're here live from the Good News radio station, edition number 2, sports edition.
Look how far we've come.
Right. We're in this beautiful space. We got 2 rooms now. We got all sorts of colors, black and white, repping the Good News all throughout. We got 2 nice monitors. We got a really nice podcast-specific soundboard.
Who's listening?
Because, bro, it's like, look how far we've come. And now we're part of a great...
This is a professional news desk.
Exactly. We're part of a great organization.
Conglomerate.
That we literally...
That
literally started on a phone in a dark-ass room.
And it's crazy. That's how some of the biggest things started, in a dark-ass room with your friends where you're just talking shit quietly after a long day at work.
And that's what this podcast is like.
Chinese.
This podcast you can do a homework to, you can go to sleep to, you can work out to,
you can drive to,
be depressed and trying to get over your loved one to.
Exactly.
You can sit on the train to,
get into a fight with, and then you play it, and then the 2 people, whoever you're fighting with, y'all stop fighting and you start laughing at us. I mean, we kind of bring everyone together. We're kind of an inconvenient truth. But, not that, I don't think that's that pedophile documentary. That's something else. So don't get us confused with that weird-ass Hollywood documentary on pedophilia.
I don't even know how you got to this space. But, yeah.
That's how that...
I just was trying to shout...
I thought you were going to bring up Terrence Howard at some point.
I was just trying to shout out the Good News.
To get together, in case you didn't notice. With all my
and how
tangents.
lucky we are, and how far and blessed, and,
Bro, my mom used to be the only person listening to
At
shit.
one point... Kenny lived in the South Bay where he lives now, and I lived in the Valley. So we were literally meeting just to have a podcast.
I would be at work. I would get up at 6 a.m., be at work, get off, because this is like the 2.5 years that I wasn't at school, and go to work.
No, it was like you were there for like 1 semester.
No, I had left because this was August.
When we
started it in August. The first...
No, I'm talking about unnecessary toughness even before that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. I'm saying officially when... Oops.
But yeah, unnecessary toughness was really the start of it. 1.
It really is.
And 2,
that's the most emotional part of the show.
It was the same thing. It was the same kind of sort of thing, but just different. Touchdowns and tangents, we took it to the next level. We got a little bit better app that was designed for, talk radio. We went live.
And it was good. We started 30, 40. We used to really be 30 to 45 minutes. We did not like the over 45 minutes. Sometimes we would stretch.
Well, no.
45.
Well,
we did one in 20 minutes.
We had a 45-minute limit. That was the thing.
Yeah.
But initially, we started out trying to do 30 minutes.
Just a solid 30.
But this guy.
I like how you're see, Takashi Camarillo in the house.
But yeah, man, shout out to the Good News. Shout out to the Good News Sports. Hopefully you're listening on the app. If you're not, you can also find us on any podcast app.
Touchdownsandtangents.com.
Touchdownsandtangents.com. As well as the X Squad affiliates. Shout out to Kesey. Shout out to Mo. Shout out to the Barbershop. Shout out to Kevin. We've all had those guys as guests on here. They're great people. Mm-hmm. Shout out to them for what they're building. Like, you know, as well, on starting from the East Coast. So it's like we're just meeting in multiple ways.
Can't wait to go down to Atlanta next year and actually link up with them.
And shout out to FBC Radio and FBC Sports. You know, we both right there.
Bigs.
On top of them, on top of the whole team, they put us on their app too. They've always put us on their channels as well. We've always been a part of their network. And like I said, you can catch Kenny and us riding there. So
we actually wrote up.
We've had, like you said, Terry, Malik,
Ray.
Yeah,
the Petty Godfather.
Nah, man, we haven't had Ray on, but when Ray comes on, you'll know. That's.
We're just gonna press play.
Yeah,
he's gonna start talking.
Yeah, Ray's that man.
Like Ray,
he's like the pettiest, funniest like Filipino dude you could ever meet. Like, he's just like, yeah.
It's really true. I feel like I'm kind of low on the mic. Keith says that I'm talking like I'm too far away.
Yeah, you are low.
See?
No, because you started off yelling. I calmed you down.
No, actually, my throat, whatever. Anyway,
but yeah, man, enough about the past.
First off, don't say my throat. Don't let me say, oh, my bad, my throat, and then you say, but enough about our past. Don't pay me in that light, motherfucker. All
right, man, here we go.
Anyway, but
insert a 15-minute monologue.
I just want to insert the fact that we didn't talk. Mic. No, we really didn't talk enough about the hood Chinese aspect, bro.
Yeah, we really didn't.
Like, we really.
But if you listen to the show, you already knew the hood Chinese was a part of the whole story the whole way.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, this would start with like, okay, where are we gonna eat at?
Yeah, it really.
Knowing
would.
I just ate at work, but I was like, it was just bullshit.
I didn't know that. He's snitching on himself.
No, ice cream doesn't count. But that's a whole nother issue.
To Kenny.
Yes, it doesn't. It only
to Kenny 73.
You're right. Says the guy with no jersey or hoodie. I'm kidding. I'll get you one. Don't worry about it. It'll be
selfish.
It'll be
individual.
You weren't at the showcase, bro. Like,
that's
and
why
I already have like 3 funny ass nicknames for you.
I don't trust people with the last name initial B. Antonio Brown. Kenny Berry.
That's not even fair.
Joe Biden.
But
Andrew Bang. I mean, all right, no, never mind. That wasn't. I guess we're counting that. All right, cool.
No, I was counting Ryan's. Those were residual shots. Yeah. You got to count the crossfires.
That is true. Yeah. I got snipped.
That was too real. But yeah, man.
Damn it, that is too real. Fuck
but yeah, man.
Ow. My feelings are hurt now.
On that note, there was a lot of football that went on this past week. So we got to start off with really the ongoing story that we've kind of been following. Melvin Gordon of your Los Angeles, San Diego, San Antonio,
the
Carson,
Cal State Dominguez Hills Chargers.
Carson, Cerritos.
Adjacent. Cal State Dominguez Hills Chargers. They're the team that you take the 1:30 bus to go see.
They're the
1:30 bus Chargers.
They welcomed Melvin Gordon.
Is that the name of this episode? The 1:30 Chargers? Never mind.
Nah.
The 1:30 bus Chargers?
That's like. But yeah, so essentially this guy ended his holdout after 4 weeks. It cost him $1.99 million or something like that.
It cost him fines. Way more.
He cost him in salary. He also got fined.
He could still make his base salary though.
And he said coming back, he's not planning to stay there beyond this year.
Yeah, he's done. Damn, so is this...
He'll probably go to the Eagles or something.
Where good running backs go to get phased out of existence?
Something like that.
All I know is, man, like, damn, he really is getting treated like... This is a bad relationship. The Chargers don't pay nobody. Like, the Chargers literally, historically, have just not paid people.
I don't know about that. They paid Keenan Allen. They paid Phillip Rivers. They played Russell Okung.
They didn't have a choice. I'm talking about long-term paying somebody in the prime of the career. It was issues with LT, if you remember.
Yeah, but they got it done. He didn't hold out.
But it was still an issue. They let Michael Turner go. Imagine had they kept Michael Turner on that Chargers team.
But yeah, man. So what do you think he brings to that team? Does it matter?
I think he stabilizes their offense with Hunter Henry being
the
out.
Chargers are what, 1-2?
Yeah, they lost to the
49. No, they beat the 49. No,
they beat Detroit, and then they lost. I think they lost.
Yeah, they lost to the Texans.
Yeah, 27-20.
Yeah, makes sense.
DeAndre Hopkins only gave 10 fantasy points. Unbelievable. I'm in a bad way in fantasy right now. I should be 2-1, but I'm cascading to like a 1-3 start. It's bad.
And what am I gonna say, Kenny?
No one cares about fantasy football
because nobody cares about your fantasy team, bro. People care about fantasy football, but trust me when I say they don't care about your fantasy team.
Well, fuck y'all then. Every last one of you. Come fight me.
I know Mancini doesn't care. Do you care about his fantasy football team?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he doesn't even care about Mancini can't even play football. He's too scrawny.
So that would make fantasy football right up his alley.
He's too heavy in politics, bro. He's too heavily involved in politics. He's the political
fantasy football
connect.
Isn't even like football. Fantasy football. By the way,
is like I just wanted to let everyone to know that Pete's moving
like
the table.
Fucking like buying like.
You noticed that he's moving the table. He was going like this, and he's pushing. I'm just saying, you're the one moving the table, Pete. So if it falls, don't blame me. It was Pete in his tight ass shirt again.
Your Honor, I present to you Exhibit A of why Kenny is a snitch.
Not a snitch.
Yeah, that's definitely snitch behavior.
No, it's not.
It's
you
snitch
snitched
adjacent.
about 5 times.
It's snitch. Is it snitch adjacent, Mancini?
Yeah. No, you got a different attorney from me.
Yeah, it's definitely snitch adjacent.
Of course, because Mancini knows a lot about snitching, right? You're a snitch expert.
I'm in a corner. Oh, I got it.
I mean, I think all of us are snitches if we took the code of journalism.
Yeah.
Are we?
Well, wait, just let the lightning ride out.
That was a dark storm. Desert storm?
Oh, don't get me started on jokes. Jokes about the Middle East.
Stop! Jesus!
Just kidding, everyone.
Enough about the war and I. Just stop. Stop about war in places, okay?
But yeah, the other news of the week.
People who are listening are like, this shit is trash the first 10 minutes in. What the fuck are they talking about? Don't worry, it gets better.
It's because we're turned.
It's true.
But it's our 3-year anniversary, so I really don't even care. If you're listening to this because it's the 3-year anniversary,
then shout out to you.
I was going to say then you're clout chasing, but welcome.
No, it was not clout chasing. It was not clout chasing. Social media served for like holding it down in Japan and then coming back to like bum ass America. Shout out to you, sir. We know you can make it tonight. Jet lag and all that. But yeah, shout out to you. And while I'm at it, go ahead, Pete. Ball's in your court.
I'm trying to open up my Google Docs.
Did you just self-admittedly snitch? Like, you could have just played it off. But anyway, whatever. So, when it comes down... God, that really
song's low-key growing on me, though.
In a weird way. That's why I had to turn it off. I was like, this is kind of common.
Is that what the radio used to do to us?
Just wait for a few weeks. In a few weeks, you guys will be listening to Bon Jovi, and I'll be like, wow, that's different.
Dead or Alive is like the only Bon Jovi song I acknowledge.
Now. This is why Kenny's washed. He used to be able to know where I was going next without me saying. But
no, I knew where you were going. I
missed the show a couple weeks. You know.
Just say Andrew Yang.
More than a couple weeks?
That'll tease into
Shut
something.
up, man. See me, I didn't even watch Last of B. I'm so mad.
Look at my shirt getting tight when you say Andrew Yang.
You didn't see the candy fly out of Joe Biden's mouth? And everybody thought it was his teeth.
And I have like such bad FOMO that I missed the whole debate that it's like I don't even want to read about it. I'm just like totally It's like when you when you go piss during a movie and you miss a rising action and you come back and it's just like
I feel attacked.
Fuck this! I'm just gonna go play a video game now.
I feel attacked.
It's like I'm just gonna go read a book or play a video game.
I just realized you just mentioned the scenario we've been in once before. I think that was my first episode.
That was Black Klansman. Yes, you're subliminally snitching every time you open your mouth on this podcast.